Hey, all, welcome to this episode of the Mike Muldoon podcast. Now, I have talked about this before, but I just think it's something worth talking about. Maybe even just talking about it every year, because to me, it is the most important key to really understanding how to live a good life, or a life, at least something that you're happy about doing, a life that you can shape for yourselves, and it's the why. It's a profound question that shapes the very core of our existence. Why do we do what we do? I mean, this question, it isn't just an intellectual pursuit, right? It's a journey into the essence of our choices, our actions, and ultimately our lives. I mean, every day we find ourselves caught up in the whirlwind of tasks and obligations and ambitions, chasing success for some, seeking fulfillment others, and navigating the complexities of relationships. But how do we, take time, or how often do you pause to ponder basically the driving force behind our own endeavors? See, understanding the why behind our actions it's not just an exercise in self-reflection. It's the key to unlocking the doors of purpose and meaning in our lives. See, when we grasp the motives that basically propel us forward to make the choices that we do, we gain a profound clarity that transcends the mundane and elevates our existence into a higher plane. So why does it matter? Well, today I'm going to dive into those 5 reasons, 5 reasons why the why really matters. Number 1, direction, focus. See, knowing our why provides us with like a compass. It's a guiding light that illuminates the paths ahead of us. It gives us a direction in a world full of distractions, right? We're constantly distracted. But if we know why we're doing what we're doing and we stay focused on that, it'll keep us focused. It'll keep our actions moving in the right direction. It'll keep us moving in the right directions, because when we are clear about our purpose, every action becomes intentional. Every step becomes deliberate. So it's important for focus and direction. The second thing is going to be motivation in the face of challenges. We will all face challenges. Life is a series of challenges, and it's our why that fuels our determination to basically overcome them. It's in these moments of adversity on a particular journey becomes the anchor that, prevents us from sort of drifting aimlessly in a sea of difficulties. I often talk about this. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing and where you're going, because if you don't, there was a great analogy by Earl Nightingale. I've mentioned it before, and I will continue to mention it. Some people are at the head of a ship. They're the driver, and there's a good chance if they leave the port, they're going to get to where they want to go. But if that ship has no driver, it's probably not going to leave the harbor. So it's going to keep you motivated, and it's going to keep you moving forward, and it's going to anchor you through in those difficult times, maybe some of the waves you might come into, right? The third thing, really, it's about fulfillment, authenticity of your life. The pursuit of someone else's dreams or societal expectations may lead to success, but it really brings fulfillment. So if you're chasing after something else that's not really yours, then it's not going to bring you what you're looking for. See, but when we know why we're doing what we're doing, our actions are aligned with our authentic selves. This authenticity is the bedrock of true contentment and satisfaction. The fourth reason, it has an impact on others. See, our actions, they don't just unfold in isolation, right? People see them. They basically ripple through the lives of those around us. So when we are cognizant of, our why, our actions become the sources of inspiration and encouragement to others. We become the catalyst for positive change. When people see us doing it, we become role models. We become people that they want to model their behavior off of. So we basically empower other people. And the fifth reason, legacy, longevity, however you want to look at it. See, the things we do today echo in the corridors of time. I know that sounds really deep. Our actions are echoing in the corridors of time, but knowing our why allows us to sort of construct a legacy that outlasts us. It's the difference between a fleeting moment of recognition or fleeting moment in time and a lasting impact on the world. So you got to know your why. Figure it out. Why are you doing what you're doing? Maybe it's a bad behavior. Maybe it's a relationship you shouldn't be in. Maybe it's a job you shouldn't be in. Maybe it's a path you're going down. But if you don't ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing and figure out whether or not it's important to you, then you're never really going to get to where you want. Look, and I've talked about this often. I don't think success is all about how much money you have. I don't think success is how fabulous and famous and extraordinary you become. Again, I'll go back to Earl. Success is somebody who wakes up with a worldly ideal, somebody who just wakes up every day happy that they're living the life that they choose to be living, that they want to be living. And they're content and they're happy. So that's why you got to know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're behaving, why your actions are a certain way. And you got to ask yourself why. All right. Because the pursuit of a why in our lives, it's not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's the difference between a life lived on autopilot and a life lived with sort of purpose and intention. And when I say that, people think that every moment of your day has to be purposeful and intentional. I get it. It can't be that heightened all day long, but at least if you have something to lock into why you're doing what you're doing and understand the choices that you're making, why what is your motivation for doing it? It's going to help you to a better, journey of self-discovery, and it's going to help you, figure out, all your motivations when you question it, which is going to help you make better choices in your life. And, it's not just going to enrich your own life, but again, it's going to help you contribute to the world. So understand that if you haven't taken a moment to figure out, why do I do this? Why do I get out of bed? Why do I chase what I chase? Why do I react this way? If you don't figure out the why behind the why, then you might just realize, or might not realize, or you might not eventually realize the life that you really could be living that might just make you feel a little bit more happier, a little bit more contented, a little less stressed, a little less angry. So I know I've talked about it before, but it's a powerful one, because every time somebody does something, I always go, it's not what they're doing. There's a why behind that. It's a why by their reacting that way. So if you can, figure out your why. And if your why isn't aligned with sort of your values, and you don't feel like you're living that authentic life, that you're being you, then maybe it's time to change that why. But figure it out. Why do you do what you do? And watch yourself fly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for you today. Appreciate you being with me as always. And it's the holiday season, a lot going on, getting a little bit busier around here. It's awesome. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big winter person, but the holidays are nice, and it's fun for the kids to see them. Obviously, it's always going to be fun for kids, or lots of kids. This excitement of Santa, and hopefully every kid gets to experience that. And, but it's good. It's good time. So I wish you all the best holiday season. Wish you a lot of love, and I'll still be with you through it all. But, just figure out why. Go into the new year and figure out why we're doing what we're doing, and how we're going to use that why to drive us forward, and to just, maybe making some changes to feel a little bit better. Again, your life doesn't have to be extraordinary, amazing. It could just be something that you just, man, I like me. I like my life. Things are good. So, all right, everybody. As always, I got nothing but love for you.